1-0 win from a set piece, but Carlo Ancelotti will not be too upset with that. Carlo Ancelotti, who has, of course, over the break extended his contract with Real Madrid to 2026. Real Madrid continue to lead the table, along with Girona, both of them level on 48 points and 10 points adrift of the chasing pack right now. Barcelona take on Las Palmas tomorrow, so they have a chance there to reduce the deficit. But so far, it is these two teams pulling away. What stood out to you from this game, Jules?
Well, I mean, I know Shaka was quite optimistic before predicting a 3-0 win, but we said, all, the three of us, for four of us with UK, that it was going to be difficult and tricky a little bit because of the way this Mallorca team plays, defend well in the 5-4-1 formation. And we also said that Rodrigo, coming back to the right-hand side because Vinicius was back onto the left, that maybe was going to be a bit different, and Rodrigo didn't have the impact that he had during Vinicius' injury. Vinicius played an hour, like we said as well, with some good moments, but also you could clearly tell that he's not fully match fit yet. There's a couple of moments where maybe he kept the ball a little bit too long, so this will come. But overall, it was a bit underwhelming from Real Madrid. However, like we also said, they've at times found ways this season to win, whether it's set pieces, and you mentioned the game before Christmas as well, whether it's just a Jude Bellingham late goal like we saw against Celta, like we saw against Getafe, all those games that in the end were maybe not amazing with the ball, certainly collectively, but found a way through individual brilliance to go and win it. And I think tonight was exactly that. And I think Carlo Ancelotti, you're right, would be very happy with the win, even if the performance collectively was not the best.
So what of Vinny's return then, Luis? Because we were expecting to see him back sometime in February. Then we see that he's fit enough to play, actually fit enough to start as well.
Yeah, sometimes this kind of play they amaze me because when we are talking about muscle injuries, they are very complicated. You can risk yourself to be away from the game for quite a longer period. But he played 60 minutes, I think, in a very decent way. We saw him sharp at moments, a couple of chances that he missed, one of them because of a fantastic save. But he was involved in most of the chances that Real Madrid created in the first 45 minutes. And it was later on the second half where you could see that he looked a little bit tired. He was replaced very quick on the second half to try to don't risk any more injuries for the future. I think Ancelotti did well. But again, it was the first game after quite a long period, and it looked good. Once again, Real Madrid relying on him, on Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, but it was the centre-back Rodriguez today who managed to get that fantastic goal, that fantastic header, and get the 3 points. And I'm sure that Real Madrid will be very happy because now they are regaining players who were injured, like Arda Güler that we didn't see today, and also Camavinga is going to be soon back on the squad. So good news for Real Madrid so far in this 2024.
Is it a two-horse race, Shaka?
Yeah, listen, I think the gap right now, was it 9 between Atleti and the top two? I just don't see them making up that ground. And while, yes, we still question whether Girona can go the whole distance, whether they can handle the pressures as the season goes on, and still this is not the best Real Madrid we've seen. 9 points is an awful lot of ground to make up. I just don't see Atleti making that up this season. So I think it's down to Girona for the
It's
upset.
10 right now. It's 10 points to make up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I just don't see it. That's right. I just don't see it.
Okay, so you don't see it. Do you see it, Luis?
No, it's going to be tricky. Even if I try to be positive and thinking about Barcelona to winning tomorrow against Las Palmas, that is not going to be a very easy game. 7 points is still a big gap between these two teams. I think thinking about Real Madrid dropping points, that probably they will drop some points, but we can see Real Madrid maybe losing one and drawing another one in the next coming 3-4 months. We know that Champions League is going to get back, and that's going to hit hard on Real Madrid because the squad is not that deep. But definitely, I think it's a big gap. So I'm not sure if Atletico Madrid is going to have the chance of getting back, and Barcelona will have to wait and see tomorrow.
Have you got Real Madrid or Girona, Jules?
I mean, for the experience and the pressure and having been in the position and be Real Madrid full stop, I think you have to put them favourite, of course. But I think the Girona side has showed, like we've been saying, how incredible they can be. And if you can do it over 19 games, you might be able to do it over the other 19 games of all the reverse fixtures. Girona will host Real Madrid, will host Barcelona as well in the weeks and months to come, which is big. And the same can be said for Barca. Even if Barca win tomorrow against Las Palmas, it's 7 points. If you were 7 points behind one team, we could say, okay, maybe they can do it. There's still a Clásico to be played at the Bernabeu, but still a Clásico. But to come back 7 points over two teams who are doing so well, I think would be probably too much for Barca. So it will be Real Madrid or Girona, and we have to make Real Madrid the favourite because, again, it's Real Madrid against, tiny Girona who've never been there before.